my god, it was a sneaky one. Unbelievable. So smelly. Disgusting.
Jack, sit down, Jack. Jack, sit down.
No, we have to have, you can't. It's really so bad. This would kill the whole army. You could use it in,
Hannah.
give it to Israel, suggest.
Hannah, don't talk like that about things like that. And use your microphone, woman. That one. Honestly, and put on your microphone. Put on your headphones.
Microphone? I can't put it on with headphones on.
Jesus Christ! Are we on here? Are we going?
Yes.
Yeah. Renaissance man. I bought this candle in what's that place called? On Lennox Street, €20. I think it's a bit of a racket. Can I hear more on my headphones, please, Daniel? And this is, you know what I mean? Can I hear more on my headphones, Jack? You're doing audio, yeah? 1, 2, hello?
Maybe myself as well. I can't really.
Jack, yeah, that's too much now. Too much. Yeah, 1, 2, down a bit. Yeah, about there is good. Yeah?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So I'm just going to, we're just recording now. And this isn't the start. This is the behind the fucking scenes. Okay, so we can all relax. We don't have to do anything. But I'm just getting rid of all this anger.
And fart.
Yeah, that was a sneaky one.
Oh my God, the sneaky farts are the worst. And
it is. When you're on your own, when you can fart with impunity. It's almost where. Guys, what is it, Daniel?
Nothing. They just sorting between themselves. Why are you looking at them?
Because they're talking.
No one is talking.
Okay, look, and the cat is outside making fucking noises. All I'm trying to say is there's something lovely about farting with impunity. Like if you have a time on your own, and I think this is probably a guy thing. I don't know if women luxuriate in how stinky their farts can get. But sometimes if you have it a few days on your own, eat Alpen in the morning, like 2 bowls of Alpen, and it'll start fermenting and brewing. And then by like 3 or 4 in the evening, you can just start blasting, like really,
loud ones.
Well, I don't know. It's just like brown. There's nothing worse when you're with a woman and you're holding onto your farts, and vice versa. I assume.
Oh yeah, and the man is down on you when you're holding.
The what? The man is what?
The man is down on you, licking.
Fucking hell.
And you're holding.
Hannah, and can you like adjust the microphone so it's not like it's so annoying. It's endless.
I'm a lady. I should have been served. I should have.
What's that moment, guys? When you've been doing something for a while and you're starting to have like the sheen has that. I found that podcast with Phil Kay quite difficult.
Oh yeah, because he didn't go along with you, and he.
Well, no, I mean, look, Hannah. First of all, it's like because I have to go back and edit all. I edit all those podcasts, so I listen to everything. It's like you're at a different podcast. You literally are like you're talking about like I'll say something, and you totally answer something else. You have your own agenda. And then eventually it all goes back to the fucking vaccine anyway.
It does.
Yeah, there you go. That's all she talks about, Jack.
I am
talking about
defending democracy. Democracy. This is the most important thing. Because if we lose democracy, we lose everything.
Jack Daniel, can you jump in here at any point and just get involved?
And also, as you said, you listen to your podcast.
What is Hannah talking about, Jack?
You listen to your podcast. You know why?
Jack,
because you still didn't learn to listen.
Why is Jack on the phone, by the way?
Jack's researching stuff.
Okay, go on.
Hannah, what's all this about?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No, don't say that. Don't say what's it about.
No,
I'm defending democracy. I'm thinking, if I go back and look
I don't want
how we behave.
And it makes me look so bad when I'm talking over you as well, which I have to sometimes. Because I know I just said, when you're looking back, you're talking about in the society in general, in the world, you're talking about democracy and freedom of speech.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, but this isn't... But this isn't. This is a light and superficial program.
But still,
This is morning AM. Don't start, getting on a soapbox. You should go to what's that guy with the hair like Boris Johnson, but longer version of it. The Irish guy looks like a builder, stands in the European Parliament. What's his name? Anyway, you said you
Roy
should.
Keane.
No.
Anyway, you should hang out with him and the other woman, Hatchet. She looks like a hat.
And maybe Barry.
And whatever, MEPs. They're
MEPs? I want to be MEP.
Like
I think they have a good salary.
I feel,
and they can talk forever, and they can listen to themselves.
Okay, all I'm trying to say is,
be self-indulging, and they're not sorting anything out, but they're building more bureaucracy, more and more and more.
Yeah. Well,
and they're selling our soul to this bureaucratic agenda.
But Hannah, are you just like putting on the persona of like a controversial figure in the podcast, or is
No, that's what I think.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think. I'm not a persona.
Because in general life, you're
why'd you turn your microphone down, Jack? Jack?
I lost.
Did you just cut Daniel out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It sounds better now, doesn't it? Because it sounded a bit beforehand. Okay.
No, I mean, I am a loving person.
Sorry,
but
I think we should.
Issues. There are certain issues we can't forget
Christ.
about. You see, I can't.
But we can forget about it on this podcast.
Daniel.
Okay.
Jack, will you? Okay.
Hello. Do you have anything to say, David?
I'm just. It's so.
You lost the power of speech.
Jack, can I talk to you for a second?
Speak
Jack,
to me.
this is
Speak
like.
to me.
Speak to me.
It's like the kind of things they do in Guantanamo Bay when they want
I can't believe it.
A potential suspect to talk, and they just bombard them, and it's like
excuse me,
Hannah's would break so easily.
Did you just compare your life to Guantanamo Bay?
No, you're like they just just play. Hannah, you're on a totally different show.
How many grams are you microdosing?
This show is not called.
I just came from
vaccinations. Vaccination show.
No,
that's what you should have. You should have your own TV.
How many grams do you microdose, Hannah?
I didn't do it today, so.
Okay, Daniel.
2.
And then Daniel as well. Actually, and he's on his own thing as well. He's got his own thing. I'm on my show.
Yeah, okay.
Is there anybody else on board?
Listen, I actually tell you.
I like the way you said, you say.
Our show.
Because you say, you pitch the idea like to your family, it's going to be our show. But every time you mention it, you say, it's it's our show.
So meaning that it's your show.
Because, you're... Wait a second. But you might not think that it's your show. I feel like I've been swindled. But you believe that it's your show.
Okay, can I just say we're on a boat, we're all together, and I just happen to be fucking... I'm steering the thing, but we all own the boat, okay?
Yeah,
there has to be one captain.
If we're drowning, we're together, but Hannah, if it's soaring up,
Hannah,
you're on your own.
Turn off her microphone. Hannah, there has to be one cook, one captain, right? The thing is...
I don't want to be a cook.
My nose is getting itchy. I'm so angry or frustrated. I don't know what it is.
It's the dust in this room.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's scientific
We're
evidence.
on a boat, and there's like this Captain Daniel who wants to, go over on an island and dip his toes or whatever, and then you're going to that... And I'm going,
no,
we're on
I
this...
just have binoculars, and I'm just on the lookout.
Okay, just... I'm just... Listen, can you start the show, Jack, please? For God's sake, so we can do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together, starring David McSavage and Hannah Andrews.
Hey!
And my princes, Jack and Daniel. Welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together. This is show 43, and definitely I'm starting to feel jet lag. Around maybe I just had to edit Phil Kay's show, and I just did not know how to.
See, I think you don't listen while we're recording, and that's why It's
Yeah.
almost your punishment that you have to listen to it, and then you learn about yourself.
Well, that's true. Yeah. That is. It does feel. And this kid over here, this Jack, he's for the past 10 minutes. Look,
Because
it's
I'm
like
looking
this.
for
Look,
stuff.
pecking away at his phone.
Pecking. That's, when you say pecking away, it's so demeaning. It's offensive. It's just like.
And he rolls in here like a fucking feral cat. He's been out prowling for the past two nights.
I've been working. That's what I've been doing. I've been.
Exactly, David. Whenever I come here, you're
having a
sleeping on the
nap.
couch. You're like this big bear.
I'm going to work. I'm doing workouts every second day.
And every time I pop in, there's this pile of cushions and blankets, and you just, picking out.
I seek the nature of silver-backed gorillas. I like the way when they go into the jungle, they feel tired and they just sort of get close to a tree and they just sort of gather up all the branches and sort of quickly weave a little nest, and they just, and that I love that.
Yeah,
and
but
you literally do it
throughout the day. They do a lot of activities that make them that tired.
Yes, and I have my own personal trainer, Danny, and actually her name is Danny. I think she spells it with 2 N's. Does she?
That's what she.
Right. Look. Here's the thing. Right.
What's that supposed to?
I don't know. Listen. Look.
Do you have a crush on Danny?
No, I don't have a crush on Danny. Should I have a girlfriend, for Christ's sake? Well, no, I don't have a crush. Even if it doesn't matter.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Let me finish because this is what I'm talking about.
Answer the question.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm on the boat. I'm trying to steer the boat that way, and then you grab the rudder and you're going, "Do you have a girlfriend?" Then we take a left turn. We're going down there, and then I'm going, "I've lost my way. I was going this way. You are a hijacker."
Okay.
Hijack.
So why
Can I just-
do you let
I-
me
can I-
to Why do you let me hijack so easily?
Okay. So I will just say what's interesting.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Oh, for God's sake, Jack. Okay, you need to be able to have a computer or something so you can summon up all those things. Listen, I'm just saying, this young lady, Danny, she's a personal trainer. And I just say she's very small, diminutive, very nice. But
What you like?
What's the contrast though of her, not being physically threatening, but also, I don't know, is that the wrong way? In other words, if I had a personal trainer who was a big dude and going, "Come on, yeah, do it," but she's really small, and she's very sweet, and she just goes, "Okay, 3 more." But I listen to her, I take her seriously. She doesn't mess around. She's really into what she's doing as well, and she takes it seriously. And I like it. And also, so I like it. So I try to tune into her brain when I go, I'm telling you, these exercises, these lunges and these squats, and what else? She has doing things. And then at the end, the cardiovascular thing, she had the rowing machine, and And she's worth every cent or penny of I pay her 65 for 45 minutes. But I'm telling you, and I know it's very obvious to people who train, I've never trained, okay? I'm 47 years of age. I've never trained, okay?
I just want to see what kind of improvements you achieved. What did you achieve over those how many sessions?
Well,
actually,
I've just noticed there's a slight, but I don't want to focus on that either. I don't want to focus. I don't even think about it because my thinky is stinky. I just need to not think because anytime I do, I get bad suggestions. So I'm just this little trainer. Okay, 3 more. Okay, just lunge. And then she shows me how to do the bloody thing because there's a technique and the way to hold things up. You can't just jump into it and bend over and you'll
there's a
create
precision.
Injuries. There's a breathing and all that. So I've noticed that when I just hunker down now and I pick things up, it's not like I'm not getting fallen over or it's not a big...
So you're like a fanatic now.
I'm not a fanatic. See, it can't... There's no nuance with you. No nuance.
Oh, yeah.
So do you Daniel, do you have any feeling about like I know it's kind of hard for you as well because you're very much focused on switching. So you're sitting over there. I mean, listening to Phil, how was it for you? Or did you? Sorry, can you actually
remember?
I mean, sort of watch the show objectively, like.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying it as well. You know, like when you guys are being funny, and so like, yeah, I have to be trained not to be too distracted and just focus on the shots,
right?
Like the reactions and.
But for instance, did you see? Well, so maybe you didn't see. You don't have any critiques of the.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there were some points where I could have turned to a shot sooner.
No, I'm not talking.
I don't know.
I'm not talking about that. I think you're doing your.
He's asking about the podcast. Any comments on?
Well,
Phil and David and
yeah, I mean, well, it depended what you wanted, I suppose.
Yeah.
Did you want more of an interview or?
Well, you see, the thing with Phil. He's really a hugely talented dude.
Yeah.
And you know, he's a conglomerate of a lot of different things. He obviously has confidence. He's got self-belief, and he's naturally got just great creative instincts. And you know, I'm looking at him, and then you look at other comedians who are hugely successful and doing arenas, and you're thinking now because I'm looking at Phil objectively. Now I could see you could say the same to me. You know, sorry. What I'm just saying is, how has Phil not? I mean, he was very successful in the 90s and the early 2000s, but he should be right up there in terms of selling tickets. But I think he would have benefited from a great producer. But there's a lot of personal things that Phil, like, do you know what it was? I actually, you know, I think partly when I was looking back on that interview, I could just see my own shortcomings as an interviewer and how I was sort of trying to push it this way. But Phil, he's a sort of gentle enough soul, you know, you can't really...
Maybe you were not...
listening properly.
Enabling him.
He didn't listen and he said I wasn't listening properly.
No, you weren't listening. And maybe also you didn't give him a platform to shine.
Yes.
So he
That's
was
the
maybe
thing.
bored. Maybe you
Yes.
didn't give him enough interesting things. You didn't.
No, that's true. I mean, it very much is like, you know, that's what people tune into when they see a Louis Theroux. I don't know. I think Louis Theroux possibly is a little bit past his sell-by date, but certainly when he was starting off, he got things out of people that normally you never saw interviewers get, and that's the art of interviewing. Making
people so comfortable.
Making people so comfortable. So it's just kind of so there's a lot of skills that need to be activated. Obviously, listening. Obviously, your own likability. Them sensing that you like them as well.
Okay, you can try it on me.
Yeah. I'm not that advanced yet. But yeah. And I felt. Sorry, do you know what it is? Actually, as I'm saying it, guys, it's that kind of thing. I remember when I started doing a podcast ages ago. So you're asking somebody something, and they're saying something that's interesting, but because you're not listening, because you're thinking about your next question, and then you interrupt them with a question that isn't as interesting and will not elicit a good response compared to what they've just been saying. So it's shocking. So like what's the? I think
we just have to put down the mic and go home and maybe redo it.
Huh? See, this is the fucking Polish, the Polish death bullshit. Folks. I had this all my 32 years. You know what I mean? Why don't you just throw it away? Why don't you just kill it?
I think
Why
that's
don't you just?
you.
Why don't you
I'm
just?
just mirroring you.
Or like,
you know?
no, mirroring. It's like, you know, the most unhelpful things in your moment of crisis. It's like, you know, you've lost your shirt. You left it in the hotel. Why didn't you pick it up at the time?
David,
it's like, whoa, I shall invent a time machine and I'll go back. Yeah, is the point? It's like when you just fall down on the ground and then, why did you not look where you were going? It's so devilish. It's so death. Polish death. What?
Yeah, no, I think on Phil, like, I think, you know, I remember watching that episode of QI and him being on it, and he didn't, on the show, it didn't seem like he looked comfortable being there in a sort of enclosed environment where, like, it's structured and, you know, maybe if it was, as...
But Daniel, he's a smart dude.
Yeah, I know, but...
Yeah,
like,
but what I'm saying is, I agree with what... And I've heard he was... When we were talking to him, he was saying exactly that.
Yeah.
But, like... you know, it's a game, QI.
Yeah.
Like literally on a few different levels. You know, it's a game of how to approach it. So if a guy like Alan Davis with that annoying fucking hair can that very unthreatening little haircut, little floppy moppy mobster, with his inane fucking interjections.
But is it a type of comedy, kind of like the panel show type of comedy?
Yeah, but Phil could do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But maybe he's got a resistance and his soul does not allow him to do it. You know, like you have resistance and you don't allow yourself to flow.
Yeah.
Because you don't like it and you feel stifled and not supposed to be there. And if you start thinking like that, you just shut yourself down.
Well, and then I was trying to say, it was kind of so embarrassing. I was saying to Phil, like, how exciting he was and how magical he was comedically.
And now you insinuated.
No, you see, this is what I mean. I'm going along here, and then we could take a left turn. What's that?
It's the Polish anthem.
Oh.
Walking to our death with joy.
Yes. No, it's more like this, like, you know, very not like, but stop it. You know, like you can't even do anything. It's,
You definitely can't do that.
it's not this. It's just like, you know, we are the power and we're gonna do anything and we're gonna overcome any obstacles in the name of our country, and we're gonna rebuild it from the war, and with our bare hands we're gonna collect the bricks and put them back together.
Just clean me kitchen there, love, will you?
No,
Now-
I don't. We already done it.
Hey, so all I was saying was epitomizing or encapsulating the kind of frustration and the embarrassment. Oh yes, and also the funny thing Phil Kay says, you know, because remember I was freaking out about the 2 shirts that I left in the Skeffington Hotel, which they found, by the way. Thank you very much, Skeffington Hotel. And you know, I was all freaked out and kind of in a sulk. And then I said to Phil the next day, "Hey, sorry about that. I was just, you know, upset about losing those expensive shirts." And he said, "You know, David, I was sort of ashamed on your behalf."
Yes, me too.
Because of my behaviour.
Yes, it's shameful.
It's not shameful.
It's
look,
so middle class. Like you
Hannah,
lost
those
two
shirts. Yeah. They're
what?
350 quid, one of them.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to you.
You left them. They kindly
Unfucking believable.
kept them for you.
Unfucking believable.
If they
I'm
were
ashamed
so
of you, David.
precious, you would make sure that you take them
Ashamed
with.
on your
You see,
behalf.
well, wait a second. Listen to this logic.
Logic.
Hannah.
I'm happy for you that you found them. And
I don't care
made
if you're happy.
And
There
I
are
made you call the hotel, and I said, "Listen, you've got to call them." And then I found them.
There are people out there
If they
who
were
are.
Polish cleaner, they would definitely put on themselves and walk out. So you're really lucky.
Okay, no.
In
They-
Poland,
there are
nothing goes to waste. You know,
There-
if you
there are-
find something in the cupboard after somebody left, it means it's yours.
There are people out there who will be on the same page as me and who do develop very strong relationships and bonds with items of clothing.
I think you should first develop
there are-
that
there are
bonding
people-
with other people, other
Well,
human
I'm
beings.
slightly autistic, and I've got my.
Well, that doesn't explain anything. I'm slightly
our-
on the verge.
Speaking of being on the spectrum, which I clearly fucking am, my old sparring buddy Simon O'Keefe. Do you know Simon O'Keefe? Do you know him?
I know Simon.
How do you know Simon?
Well, I know him
So Simon O'Keefe is.
for a long time before we
Why
divorced.
are you laughing?
He was one of the guys who I invited for your 40th birthday.
40th.
Yeah.
Wow. So I've known Simon a long time. So
Yeah.
Simon O'Keefe is a comedian and he writes jokes for Joanne McNally. I don't know if he still does, but he now is in the seat of power and he runs the International. And so I've heard, behind the scenes. Now, I preface this with, anyway, it doesn't matter. Listen, behind the scenes, Simon O'Keefe's not giving gigs to these people. Simon O'Keefe is not giving gigs to women. That's another accusation that has been levelled at Simon. So I was walking down to the International, I bump into Dylan Moran, right?
This Saturday?
Yeah.
This last Saturday?
Yes.
You didn't tell me.
Okay. Well, so I bumped into Dylan.
What was he doing here?
Well, he was. I think he was down in Kilkenny doing a gig for Kilkenomics.
Didn't he want to come to our podcast?
Well, he was going the next day. I did ask him though, and he said he would be up for it, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway,
I fancy him. I fancy
a lot
him.
of women fancy him because he's got female energy. Okay,
It's not that. He's very intelligent.
he is very intelligent,
He likes red wine too.
and he likes.
Oh my God. We could go on the back.
Okay. So I actually saw this. I said to Dylan, "Come on, you come up to me to the International and do a few minutes." And then he said, "Oh, okay, So he comes up, and I'm going with Dylan to the International. Dylan Moran, who's one of the world's renowned comedians. He could pretty much go anywhere in the world and just walk into a club and people would know him. I think even in the States or definitely in Australia and whatever." So I see him go up to Simon O'Keefe, right? And Simon is a bit spectrumy like myself. And Dylan says, is it cool if I go up for 5 minutes? Sorry, Dylan, no, because we've got this person and this person. And I'm like, like, huh? Sorry, no, definitely, no, I got 5 minutes. And then and Dylan's cool as a fucking cue. He could, he's really smart. He's like, that's fine, no problem. Now, I mean,
So he didn't go.
No, he didn't.
You didn't
Simon,
give him your spot.
I didn't give him my spot. No, but Simon wouldn't have given him my spot. Simon runs the gig, Hannah.
Okay.
He runs the International.
And you wouldn't go against Simon.
Oh boy, this is what I'm talking about. We're on a boat and you're way over there in
No, I'm just
Lithuania
trying-
buying fucking flowers.
You see,
I'm telling you.
I'm so chilled, and I would just say,
Okay.
what the fuck matter who takes what?
I know, Hannah.
In the face
Oh, boy.
of
Oh,
seeing
boy.
Dylan Moran in your comedy
I'm so upset
club.
I need to go for a shit. That's how I say. What?
Okay.
What I'm saying is,
Yes.
any club that Dylan Moran would walk into because of who he is, and also in terms of comedy being an art form,
Yes.
he is one of those people that you would
Yes.
think, yes, comedy is an art form. And I've seen him, and he's a virtuoso, and he does things that normal comedians don't do, okay? So I see this. I see Dylan Moran, Simon O'Keefe, Dylan Moran saying, I'll do 5 minutes if you want. Sorry, definitely. And I'm like that. And I'm kind of thinking, it actually made me sort of understand Simon O'Keefe, have a deeper understanding for him. And anybody who levels accusations, Simon O'Keefe's not giving enough gigs to women, or he's not giving enough gigs to this or that. Simon O'Keefe isn't giving you gigs because of the reasons you think. Simon O'Keefe is on a totally different trip altogether. And, I have to admire his, whatever you would call that, whereby he wouldn't give a gig to a comedian of the stature of Dylan Moran. Simon has his way of doing things. He books it, he has his plan. and he's fucking sticking to it. And I'd say Dave Chappelle could have walked it. Maybe he would have given Dave Chappelle.
Maybe.
But it was.
Well, I remember he gave you a really personal gift
But huh?
for your birthday.
Who did?
Simon Gift.
Can you remember that?
Yes.
What did he give me?
I think it was either a book or there was some painting as well you got.
Simon.
I think you got something like...
Anyway, that was very nice. But I do have to say, I sorry, why are you laughing, guys?
And I think,
because you can't.
and I think he's really nice. I mean, there was like a few good years ago, but like I remember he was always really nice.
Yeah, but it just made me have an appreciation for this guy. And sometimes you think when people carry on the way that, you know, it's a bit of an affectation, they're behaving, you know, or they're just being a bit of a dick or whatever. But Simon is an unique individual who is not, who's like he's locked into. He's just different. I need to go for a shit now. I'm so.
There was a light joke, and you taking it too seriously. Daniel was just being flippant, like we all are sometimes.
Am I not allowed to be flippant?
Yes, you are. You see, but David thinks that he's got a patent on comedy, and no one else is allowed to say anything slightly funny, or maybe, you know, situation funny.
So, Hannah, any thoughts this week on the world and anything like pressing thing that you want to share with the world?
Oh, the word. Oh, I'm really upset about Israeli behavior towards Gaza. So that's not funny, and that's really horrible thing what they're doing.
Should we just be like a news podcast or something?
No, but like my heart goes to them. So that's. But on the other note, I was watching this documentary. I just started, Escaping Twin Flames. Have you heard about this?
Is this? I can guess it could be something to do with the towers that looked quite similar. Is that true?
No, actually.
No?
Actually, no. Like, you know, there's this theory that everybody has a twin flame. So, and this
like
is...
a soulmate? Or?
Soulmate,
Right,
but they
right.
call it twin flame.
Right.
And, you know, there's this couple, I've forgotten their names. There's this documentary on Netflix that they set up this twin flames universe. And sort of they start... you know, abusing people. Just have you watched this documentary, Escaping Twin Flames?
So is it like a dating?
No, it's not.
cult?
It became a cult because they started as sort of helping people how to find your soulmate, your perfect.
Like a connection, like a
Yeah,
like a meeting, like a place to connect with people.
Yeah, being.
Would they run events, that kind of stuff?
Like coaching sessions.
Where's this?
Training. It's well, they have.
What are we talking about, guys?
Escaping Twin Flames documentary.
Escaping what?
Twin Flames documentary.
What are twin flames, Jack?
Well,
Soulmates.
Yes.
What are soulmates? Escaping soulmates.
Yeah, because it's a documentary. Because there's this sort of cult-like.
Okay, I don't know what you were talking about.
Okay.
But I should listen. But when I look back on this, I'll feel ashamed of being disinterested.
Okay, you're
I just say,
captain, my captain. So
I just want to come up with
run the boat.
I just want to tell you just a few comedy ideas that I haven't tried out. I just want to say them out loud so that I'll hopefully remember them. Okay, Ginger Fuck from Sligo. You remember that guy? There was a guy who used to live next door, right? Ginger hair.
Yes.
And you know, and like when he talked, it was like bits of old twigs and muck was falling out of his mouth. You know what I mean? I mean, he's in, you know. But the thing is, he'd always have a gorgeous girlfriend. He had a gorgeous girlfriend from Brazil. So, but to the Brazilian girl, he was exotic.
Yes.
This ginger-haired, this mud man.
He was the gate to heaven.
That's one. Oh Christ. Okay. Number 2.
He was
local.
He was her passport to a different country.
Number 2. Local anaesthetic. Did you know I was getting my tooth fucking extracted, Jack? I'm going to talk
Another
to you.
one?
I've had it done as well.
I'm going to talk
Me
to Jack
too.
in the hope that maybe can you operate the audio and let Jack sit here?
Yes.
No, listen. Here's the thing.
Oh my God, this is like you're gonna be accused of being misogynist.
Oh, Jack, you're lackey, is it? you're easy to mold, son.
Easy to mold.
Moldable. My moldable son.
Chameleon.
No,
Obedient.
no, but think. Sorry, actually, look. Here's a really good point. Please
He's
now.
never steps out of line.
Doesn't need to be smart.
Okay, can we get back on course, please? Can we get back on course? Can't believe you were talking about holding in farts while some guy was performing oral sex on you in front of your sons. But maybe
But
we
I
should talk
didn't
about.
say about me.
Okay.
I was just like
Okay,
imaginary
number 3.
scenario.
How long have you been broadcasting, Jack Daniel?
36 minutes.
Fucking hell. Okay, listen,
Seems longer.
folks. I was at the dentist. You sit down in the dentist, and they got local anaesthetic. Think about it, local. In other words, the anaesthetic is specifically designed for the area where the tooth has been extracted. Can you imagine if you had to get your tooth extracted without the numbness? Huge amounts of pain. No, yeah. And he was saying, this guy, that local anaesthetic was only introduced in the 1940s, relatively recently in human history. So for the vast majority of human existence, going to the dentist was traumatic. Hence, the trauma has been passed down through generations, and it's still throbbing, vibrating thing. Doesn't need to, because going to the dentist is not a traumatic, in general, most cases, is not a traumatic event. So you can chill out. And some of the dentists are so good, they'll actually put a little bit of numbness on your thing, numb your gum before injecting you, so you don't even feel the fucking injection, right?
My, I didn't know that you're such a sissy.
What's that, Daniel? Jack? Are you literally... You might as well call this the fuck with the person with the ADHD show.
No, he was doing the hissing sound for the cat.
Oh, that's the thing. What I'm just saying is... I'm very grateful for local anaesthetic, because before pre-40s, pre-war, whatever,
Better than a foreign type.
they would just knock the whole body out, or they just try to.
No, they wouldn't knock the. They would
That was
hold
Jack's
you,
joke. Did you hear Jack's joke? Local. He was saying local. We need local anaesthetic, not foreign anaesthetic.
Oh, okay. I didn't get it. I
Yeah.
didn't pay
Yeah,
attention.
okay.
But that's a racist thing.
Oh God. Okay, look. Local anaesthetic. So they knock you. So they
homophobic.
knock it. So they just try and dampen.
No.
Fuck this. Okay.
Xenophobic.
And here's another one, right? I just want to try to remember this one. You know when you see these really fast motorbikes in town, do you ever see them? They speed by, right? But do you ever see these when they're idling? The motorbike is idling. You know, they're in town, and you just hear the engine like this. It's like that, just the engine. It's a big, like 850 Supra X Max Suzuki motherfucker, and it's idling. It's not moving, but the engine is on, and the engine's like this. Look, that's what it sounds like to me, right? But it sounds like a fucking mentally deranged psychopath who is just waiting for the slightest provocation to lose his fucking mind. So it's just like, and you just touch the accelerator, and so that's the joke. And that's a new, old joke that I haven't tried. Okay. Oh yeah, and that's why we're not laughing. Okay, are we going to do and that's why we're not laughing? Okay, let's do it.
Oh
Come
no,
on.
or maybe not. Okay.
Come on, let's fucking do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you noticed, but spirituality pops up everywhere. You pop, all these phrases, what to do, what to pray, university and how good you are. But that's not only it. The business of healing is popping up even more, and everybody wants to heal everyone, and And recently, my friend, she bought 6 sessions of distance Reiki healing, and I'm asking her what's wrong with you, and she said she's been like chronic issues with her ankle, and she's limping. So she's taken those 6 sessions, and I see her afterwards, and she's still limping, and I'm saying, what happened? And she says the healer told her that on a chronic body,
Jack.
her David, you can't. Her chronic body is cured and it's nothing wrong. It's just her physical body is still in pain.
Hannah Andrews. You should move down to Spittle. They'd love you down there.
Yeah, but like but I think
She's still in pain.
But I think from the start, you're not embracing my genius. And you're not like Phil Kay. You're not giving me a platform. From the very start, you're really
fair enough.
digging.
To be fair, I think they were a bit better than your jokes anyway.
Yeah.
Like if you're giving me a platform to shine and encourage me and not destroy. I think I start really confident.
Yes.
But like your presence, I feel like you're really pricking the balloon.
Yeah. No, God forgive me, but
like I'm
no,
speeding up.
do you know what it is? When you said the word spirituality, I was gone.
But
When somebody says the word spirituality, I know they haven't got a fucking clue.
But I was making fun of it.
If you fancied a woman, David, would you entertain talking about spirituality?
Oh, you would.
Oh yeah.
Forever. Every time you see her.
Yes. Spirituality.
Are you into star signs, Hannah?
Yeah, I know a little bit, about star sign, but it's, it's like a simplification, because if you do your horoscope, you need ascendant, you need your moon sign, you know, where's your Venus, Mars, and it's not that straightforward.
What about tarot cards?
Tarot
cards.
No, tarot.
Tarot.
Carrot cards.
Carrot cards. Yeah.
Carrot tarts.
I know a little bit about them, don't know how to read them, but I had a few tarot cards reading.
It's funny, those, when you're at a family gathering and you have a really annoying cousin who's just loving being there. And he has this kind of and it's just like, shut the, some people have cousin energy, annoying cousin energy, and they're just at every family gathering, they're just faces all red and they're just running around the place and they're bouncing off the walls and they fucking love it. Hey, yeah.
And do you have?
Oh, this is sort of, and they're like, they'll come on. What? It's yeah, and then you feel bad for hating them.
I remember family gatherings. I always had a problem when you go to a countryside, Poland countryside, and they start embrace you and give you you had to kiss them on the cheek, and they kiss you back, and they were just like old, sweaty, wet kisses.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's really annoying is, when you go to a cafe that you like and then they employ somebody new and they're just fucking bored. They're just like funeral heads. Funeral headed bastards. And you're thinking, are they like that with everybody, or did they just particularly hate me, or did I say something to them?
But I thought they should serve you food, not entertain you.
I know, because in Poland it's fine. Where's the place where they serve you depending on how they feel? Just exactly. Is Ireland kind of mood service? Whereas in the United States, I remember going to the United States first and being blown away by, hey, how are you today? And then I thought, my God, this person is so friendly and they were so interested in me. No, David, they're not friendly. They're not interested. They're doing it because there's a value for value thing. I'll be really nice and upbeat to you, and you will reward me by giving me a tip. And it's a
perfect way.
It's a perfect value for value. And there is a kind of a formality, but I misinterpreted it really. Whereas
Well,
see,
if
what-
you
what-
go
what-
in Ireland, you don't get a tip, and Irish people don't tip really in Ireland. Maybe
Yeah.
they tip abroad.
But I tell you
But
what we
not in
do
Ireland.
do brilliantly, and as an alcoholic, my God, is when you get a good Irish barman, he's almost like Vishnu. He's got like 6 arms, and he knows what you want before you even order. He's kind of almost sizes you up, and there's no fucking around. You know, you get people who the drinking culture isn't in their culture, and they're very kind of like, bam, 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 and it's like, double Vulcan Coke. Guinness, and they've got fucking Guinnesses, and they're a good Irish barman. They're like wiry little bastards, and they're little Roy Keanes. They're little Roy Keane heads.
And I think they crack a lot of jokes, no?
Some of them do, yeah.
They think that
The best ones don't. I think that's I guess the French version of that is the waiters. They're kind of they're just super quick, and they deliver the stuff, and it's brilliant food. But they couldn't give a fuck really.
I don't think that they care.
Jack started working in what's it called, Camden Bites.
Yeah,
Bits and bites.
me
no?
and Tony are
Bites and brew.
well, we're catering Camden Bites and Brews and Hooks. So we're
What's it called?
Camden Bites and Brews. It's on Camden Street.
Camden Bites and Brews.
Yeah.
But isn't it part of Flannery's?
Well, that's like kind of no. It's a separate bar, but ownership wise, it's always certain owners own the same pub, like different pubs.
Yeah, but if you go out the back of it, because me and Hannah
no,
went.
but you're not meant to go out the back of that. That's just we have access that way.
Oh, I see. So it's a completely separate bar.
Yeah.
So
And
you're.
it's really good.
Oh yeah, no, I had chicken wings there. So sorry. What's
So
it called?
me and Tony were catering for Camden Bites and Brews and Hooks,
And it's
So-
beside Flannery's.
Yeah.
Camden Bites and Brews and Hooks.
Yes.
It's called Camden.
Camden.
No. We're catering 2 bars, which is Camden Bites and Brews and Hooks.
There's another bar called Hooks.
Yeah, it's right to the left of it, right beside it.
There's a bar called Hooks, Hannah.
Yes, David. I mean, what,
We serve both bars. We cater for both
2.
bars.
There's bar called Hook.
But we're not a part of we are a part of the 2 pubs, but we're kind of like our own entity within.
Yeah.
that,
So food is on Jack and Tony, and it's amazing.
yeah,
And but anyway,
it's amazing.
yeah, I'm just warning man, if they go on a first date with a woman, never order chicken wings. Because to see someone munching on chicken wings and dripping oils and then just all the sounds and
She
sucking on the bones, it's really, really not attractive.
You get a lady from Waterford, they don't mind.
Oh, right, okay.
Although that's what they will be doing to you later if you're lucky. You old chicken.
Jesus, David.
While holding in your shit from the chicken wings.
Oh. And Jack.
And that Frank sauce really makes
Jack
it spicy.
Jack was seeing a girl as well. We don't have to say her name. Go on. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. Because
you have to make. Have you
wanna-
told him about making sure pregnancy that we would you like a grandchild?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't. A grandchild. I love children, and I wouldn't mind holding them for some time. But I would not rear them anymore. I wouldn't push the pram because it cramps my style. Would you like children, like grandchildren?
I don't know. Oh yeah, I'd love a grand. Of course, it's nothing to do with me. Of course, I'd love a grandchild.
What do you mean? It nothing to do with you?
Well, because
It's your grandchild.
It's to do with those 2 guys.
You might find out that has done a lot with you.
Huh? What? Okay. And can I just say that are we getting a bit bored with Nicolas Cage, and are we getting a bit bored with Conspiracy Corner?
No.
Okay. I'm going to edit that bit out.
Yeah, that's a great tee up right there.
No. I'm going to edit that bit out. But I think also
I think
we
it's
have to.
quite funny that Nicolas Cage never ends the story.
Okay.
He's such a
Also, I think we also have to come up with different ways to invite the audience. Will we do a little bit of audience interaction now? Will I, Daniel? Jack?
Yeah, well, you should ask for questions from the audience.
Will I do it
Yeah.
now?
Start. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and what about comments? What people say about the show?
Hello, everyone. We're this is
Hello.
is this the 43rd episode of
43rd.
There's Jack and Daniel over there. Can you see them? Are you waving? Yes. Look, let's see if we do you want people to ask questions, Hannah?
Yes.
Go on then.
Yes, I want people to ask questions how
Like advice.
we can, advice or how we can improve stuff.
How we can improve stuff. Okay, that's a good question. Hello from
What
Dubai. Look, got somebody from Dubai.
Oh my God.
Barry OD 88 in Dubai. Up Kerry, that's C Con W. Hi Lynn. Orla says I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Request to be in your live video. Oh yeah, we should do a live thing. Hello, also from Dubai. Somebody else from Dubai.
Whoever that person is, accept them for the live video for a second.
yeah.
See what this.
Yeah, no, we'll do it another time.
Just a random person. It's a random person.
Hello from Mars. It's funny. I was in
From
Dubai.
Mars.
I was in Dubai, Hannah.
Yes.
And it looks like a billionaire who has no fucking taste went into a big sort of skyscraper, IKEA, a warehouse to buy skyscrapers. And said, I love that one. I love that skyscraper. I love that skyscraper. And just fuck them all together. And that's what Dubai looks like. It's a fucking mess. And then there's loads of people going, I fucking love Dubai. You can go, you can rent a boat. Whatever, mate. You start, But anyway,
I think it's very soulless. You
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
find your twin flame there,
and
would you?
that's where I got a massage, and I think the guy that was massaging me was checking to see if I wanted something else, and I'm going, dude, you fucking lunatic.
But was it a good massage?
It was fucking ruined.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because it didn't end up turning out the way you wanted, or what?
Hello from Churchtown, Dublin. Brian, how's your farting gear, Dave? Is that your school cardigan? Funniest man. Yeah. It's so. Hello from Rathfarnham.
It's a bit close.
But like about farting, like there are some people who smell their farts. Like
Okay, do you know something? We'd have to figure out a way like to incorporate this in our actual thing.
yes.
But we don't know how to do it.
Yeah, well, I've ideas.
Hi from Toronto. Look, Ray Curley from Toronto. Hello from me and the cats. Will there be a return of the Savage Eye? Fucking yeah. Just say, give me $500,000. Hello from Portobello. That's creepy. That's like, hello.
outside the door.
They're getting closer.
We're outside the door.
They're getting closer.
Greetings from Carrick Macross, Stony Grey territory. How's the gym going? Oh yeah, how's that? Well, I've talked about that. You can hear about that next week. Oh yes, and also, Jesus, Hannah. It's very nice, I have to say. It's kind of cool. I'm just gonna get out of this. Look.
Yeah, you have to. You have to sort of like make it so people get on board.
Yeah.
And also, like now, we should say that if anybody have any question for the next week, please say it in the comments.
We'll
Jack,
have
do you
our
have
weekly
any comment?
live person on the Instagram.
What?
They'll just come onto the live feed.
Yeah, but it would be
Yeah.
good. It would be good to set it up so we can see a person on the live thing, so we can talk to people, and we can cut to.
Jesus, that's your vape. Is you poisoning us, Jack? Do you have any comments? Like funny comments?
No, sorry. So we can cut to a live thing, so we can interview people and we can see them, so that it has its own dedicated window. Daniel?
I know, but
Yes.
before
Yeah,
we
But
do
I
it,
mean,
we can
I mean, if I
computer,
give a
so-
shit and care, can you?
computer. We can hook up computer first, so we start doing it.
I mean, can you get technical? I really wish I had technical children.
Are you you're
I
the
really
worst father you could ever imagine. I wish. I mean, how dare you even? Like you should. You traumatize those boys. You know, now they have another trauma to deal with and to get rid of it. I mean,
I have
like,
to talk to this about with my therapist.
Oh my
Okay.
God. That's how not to behave in front of your children.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is that we're conditioned at this point that you know, whatever, you know.
No.
And you know, sometimes the
so we
truth
just give in.
sometimes
Well,
the
you
truth
see,
hurts.
you see, Daniel and Jack, as you know, have this very special kind of bubble. You know, they have this very special bond.
Between themselves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah.
And
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful, and it's beautiful to witness. I never had that with my brother Barry. I mean, I do.
Because he's got a house with gates.
Stupid. What are you
I
on
know.
about?
No. Sometimes certain
Oh, no.
memories you have to
No,
you have
but-
to keep there. You know, if they're painful to someone, you don't want to bring them up.
Well, you know, when you know memories are painful, but sometimes you gotta hit them head on, straight ahead, and do that collision course. You might hurt yourself, but maybe you might fix yourself. You might be better at the end of it, and you might say, hey, you know, I hit that train, and it wasn't good at the time, and I wouldn't do it again. But hey, you know, it ended up all right.
Well, and also, if you walk through life avoiding anything difficult, well, one man said to another man, hey, green is black, black is green. Well, then guess what? You got a whole mess of yellow. Now, I've got to say to you, if you want to move forward in your life, there's only one way to do it, and it sure ain't going
And
backwards.
it's only forward. So why would you go back and bring something you don't want to? It's just like a heavy weight.
I say.
So do you want to fly or do you want to walk with the weights on your shoulder?
I said, you're more lost than a centipede in a toe counting competition.
Well, look, okay. Well, just because something is awkward, I think it is good to acknowledge. I mean, maybe Barry didn't know or doesn't know that I feel bad and I feel sad that I wasn't a good elder brother for him. But for whatever reason and how my how my brain worked, I just saw him as competition and I wanted to fucking kill him.
And it's true because
Yeah,
he came a year after you and you felt threatened.
Right, but the thing is, there was reasons for it. But the good thing is, he got my dad's love, and he was protected, and he followed in Dad's footsteps. So things did work out well for Barry. But I do feel. Well, it's so long now, but then I look at my two boys, Jack and Daniel, and I see how close they are, and it's so alien to me. And then I do, but I don't think. I mean, we are quite different, me and Barry.
Yeah, well, me and Daniel, we grew up together. You know, we looked after each other.
I know you did, and it was a beautiful thing too.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful thing to witness. Nicolas Cage news, yeah? Nothing trivia about Nicolas Cage, nothing trivial about Nicolas Cage.
E, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V.
Yes, so
That's all you have to do.
So there was a movie called what was it called? The Captain Corelli's Mandolin. Have you guys?
I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
Yes. I liked it.
You liked it?
I did.
Okay, because apparently it wasn't very well received at the time of its release. It wasn't a rave with critics. But the author of the book of the movie said that Nicolas Cage had a horrendous time filming that particular movie.
Why?
Well, he was going through a divorce with his wife at the time, Patricia Arquette.
David, you actually farted loud.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Ooh.
Oh.
What does it smell like?
I think that's how David feels about my Nicolas Cage section now. It's just farting.
No, I'm actually interested in Patricia Arquette. She's a quite good actress.
Mm.
I bet her farts smell nice.
It's ridiculous. Why did you put down a candle?
Is Patricia Arquette related to David Arquette?
Yes.
Is there a
Yes.
fella
Yes.
called David?
Yeah.
And Roseanne Arquette, who was in a fantastic film directed by Martin Scorsese called After Hours, and I went to see it in the movie theater in Stillorgan.
Yeah, and it's really really funny. After Hours.
Yeah, and I went to
It's
see it, and it was such an exciting film. It was such a mood. It was absolutely brilliant at the time. Incredible. Scorsese is such a genius.
Yeah, and there's a movie where Patricia Arquette it's like a documentary about the boy growing up. What was it called? And they filmed it over 20 years.
Okay.
Do you remember?
No, I can't
this
remember.
This is my boy. Wait a second, I'm gonna.
But
look it
anyway,
up.
forget
It's
about
amazing.
that. Forget about that. But I will say that yes, to do anything, if you're going through a breakup, a fucking nightmare, horrendous, and it's the closest thing that well-adjusted people who don't suffer from mental illness get to experience what it's like to be properly depressed. I would think when you're going through a breakup, some people have different love styles. Is that the correct way? Some people love with an open hand. Some people are very
Don't
possessive.
show, yeah.
They're jealous, whatever. But anyway, thank you. That's good information. So when we're watching Captain Corelli's Mandolin and we see Nicolas Cage, we know that in the behind the scenes he was
Heartbroken.
Yes, he was flying back to California every week during filming, and he didn't want to chat.
And what did
he didn't want to what?
He didn't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah, he's fucked. Please, Patricia, don't leave me. I don't like you anymore. Okay, Jack, Conspiracy Corner. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Today on Conspiracy Corner. So the Kardashians are very well known for their extensive liposuction and cosmetic procedures.
Yeah, not only liposuctions, they have like implants.
Yeah. So
and-
basically, the Kardashians are made up of
they're made up of lipo. They're made up of liposuction.
No, you know, like fillers.
They're
and
made up of
Botox
fillers,
and
yeah.
Botox. And
Like Kim Kardashian is 80% fillers. Her ass has its own postcode.
Yeah, they have implants.
So you got like Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Khloe something, Kourtney, and then you have the lesser known brother Rob Kardashian. And if you look at Rob, he's a bit of an anomaly because the rest of them, they're in like great shape, you know, whether that's real. But he's more on the porkier side. And the theory is that they keep him around that size so that they can use his fat as implants into their specified areas.
Yeah, so they farm him.
Yes.
I totally agree with that one. I don't
Yeah.
think I think that's not a conspiracy. I'm sure that's real.
Well, it's a yet to be confirmed conspiracy.
Yeah, we can confirm that.
Like
so there
Bush
you go,
did 9/11.
So there you go, folks.
no.
The
Well, you know, Bush was a figurehead, but you know, someone, you know.
so there.
Yeah, what they call the demolition, not specific, but controlled demolition.
Yeah, and also I want to say, you know, you can cut this out, but let's look at this recent stuff going on. How did what are they called? The CIA in Israel?
Oh, I don't know, the special
Mossad.
force.
Mossad. How did they not know? How did it take 7 hours or the whole day to react to those attacks by Hamas? You know?
Listen, Netanyahu gives money to Hamas.
Oh, I get what you're talking about, David. Now.
Okay. So there you go, folks. I'm sorry, my eye is fucking. I've got something in my eye.
It's not, it's your vaping.
So there you go, folks. The Kardashians use their brother to farm his
Fat.
liposuction out of his body into their asses, and he's basically a container for their fillers. And I think that's a really good, hopeful story
Yeah.
for humanity. Because sometimes,
And I think every family should have that
sometimes
porky
you
guy.
need, sometimes you need an extra family member. just to sort of provide other things for other families, because a family is a team, and there's no iron team. And if you want to go across the prairie, you have to sometimes lose a leg or two. And those chicken wings sure look real good. Thank you very much, Hannah. And my princes, Jack and Daniel. See y'all next week. Oh, yeah, we're going to Thailand, by the way. Sorry, Jack. We're going to Thailand, and we will be... go on.
Yeah, and I just want to say, just write the questions in the comments, please.
Okay, and yes, Jack will start his own company called Savage Pie. So we're
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, and also so we're going to go to Thailand when Monday the 20th.
Monday the 20th,
and we will be
we'll
vlogging from there. Vlogging. Okay, thank y'all. See y'all soon.